So Workflow is an app that you get in the iOS App Store for iPhone or iPad. It was created by a third-party company but was recently purchased by Apple, which means we're probably going to see some really interesting things happening in Workflow. What it does is it allows you to tie together various actions, sometimes in other apps, and kind of make your own kind of mini app out of various different actions. There are other apps that do this as well. You may be familiar with the If This Then That app that's available on the web, and there's an app for it as well. Workflow is kind of like that. Let's go and take a look and create something really simple in it. And there's a bunch of demos and it walks you through some stuff when you download and first install it. So I'm going to create a workflow here that's going to allow me to quickly record a voice memo and then save it to my iCloud Drive. So the idea being that I get an idea while I'm walking around or doing something and I want to just quickly leave not a regular voice memo in the voice memo app that I always forget is there, but I want to actually have it put a file somewhere where later on I can see that file and play it and hear what I had to say. So I've got selected at the top normal for normal workflow. And now I'm going to choose an action to add. And the way I'm going to do it here in vertical mode on my iPhone is I'm going to swipe to the right a little bit to reveal these actions. And I'm going to find the one I want, which is record audio. And I can select it and see a little description, but I can drag it to the right. I'm going to select it and then drag it to the right and add it to the list. And I see I have some options there. The audio quality, normal's fine. This is just going to be for voice recordings. It's going to start recording on tap. I can change that to be immediately. Let's do that. And finish recording on tap. Other options has after amount of time. So I can add that there. Now I want to add something else. I don't want it to just record the audio. I want it to do something with it. So again I'm going to swipe a little bit to go over here and I'm going to look at some of the options for saving documents. So I'm going to hit Save File here. I'm going to drag that to the right and put it there. And you can see I can choose what service to save it to. And it actually has Dropbox and Box as options there in addition to iCloud Drive. So I can also tap on Ask Where to Save. I'm going to say no, don't even ask where to save it. I just want this to be automatic. I can give it a destination path there. It's just going to put it in the workflow folder that's going to create in my iCloud Drive and overwrite the file if it exists. I'm going to say no, don't do that. It's going to automatically put a date stamp on it so I can do as many of these as I want. So before I hit the Done button in the upper right, I'm going to hit the little Settings button underneath the Done button there and I'm going to give it a better name. And I'm going to hit Done. And I can give it an icon. It's basically just choose a color. But I could also choose all sorts of other things here. So if I took the time I could probably find one that was good for just a quick voice memo kind of thing. Let me do this one right there. Color like that. And I can hit Done. And then I can from here go to Add to Home Screen. And what that would do is add an icon to the home screen. It's going to do that by adding kind of the Safari shortcut. And I can also, after I hit Done, I can go back and edit it. I can look at it here just inside of the workflow interface. So I can hit this and it should work. I'll hit the play button. This is a quick voice memo here. Hit stop and you can see I've got that file there. Done. Now if I go look inside of the iCloud Drive, I'll find it. So if I switch over to the iCloud Drive app, I'll find it right there as an audio recording in the workflow folder. The great thing is, of course, being iCloud Drive, it means it's also in the workflow folder on my Mac. So if that's where I want them to end up, it works out really well. And I can go back into it and now add this to the home screen. And you can see it's going to go through a little process here. And I tap Add to Home Screen. And now you can see I've got that quick voicemail there at the bottom. I tap that and it will run and instantly record what it is I'm saying. I tap to finish, and now you can see that it is going to be in iCloud Drive. You can see it added it there, and it will be there on my other devices as well. So it's a handy little app there that you can create inside a workflow. And of course there's tons of other things you can do it. Just take the time to explore all the different actions and check back often, because Apple is going to be updating this and adding new things and new connections to other apps and services as well.